Hey everybody, it's Justin, and today I was planning on recording a video about a movie and asking life questions, but it was really hard to do so, and I couldn't do it for some reason. So I was thinking about what to do, and I thought, it would be interesting revealing something that I never thought would be revealed. And that would be some poetry that I have in this notebook. These are all pieces about what I was feeling in the moment that I wrote them, and I was never ever intending on releasing them publicly. But I think this would be a very interesting experience and experiment to show some of my unrefined poetry. So that's what we're going to do. Some of my unrefined poetry. And the background is just basically my TV stand because I wanted to be surrounded by things that are important to me. And there are a lot of things that are important to me on this TV stand that kind of make my house feel like an actual home. You can see a tequila bottle over there. So I'm just going to read a bunch of my poems. There's a dead body in the cubicle nearby. Will that soon be me? I continuously scroll through a feed of beautiful men, but all I can see are how dirty my fingernails look. I continue scrolling until I fall asleep with tears in my eyes. I had a dream. I was on my deathbed and you were holding my hand, staying strong like you normally do. We went through old photographs and relived our golden years. I didn't care that I was dying, but I cried because I knew I wouldn't see you again. You're all I see when I go to sleep. Your face, what dreams are made of. You play that old guitar with the fury of a boxer's punch, though you only know 3 songs. As the ashtray piles up with cigarettes and the bottles on the patio, the kids are growing old, and your eyes can't hide your disdain for your life. You only know 3 songs, but you play that old guitar with the fury of a boxer's punch. You promised we'd be safe. In the speeding car, I was the only one with a seatbelt. At that moment, you were no longer next to me, and I was the one left broken. This is an interesting one coming up, and this one's dedicated to my family. In the back of a Pacifica, you go with Mom to pick up your sister. Top 40 radios playing in the background and maybe a small iced coffee run. We didn't have it all, but I'd kill to relive any moment with my family in the Bronx. An American dream, something to strive for. They took my boots and blamed me for my failures, kicked me while I was down. An American dream. There's blood on the streets diluted with a mother's tears, another mother who won't see their child grow, while her taxes paid for the pension of who pulled the trigger. The buildings fold in on themselves, and Bryant Park's grass are clouds on my face. Your eyes are like glass, the beauty of the world reflected back into you. The voices in my head grow louder. The pounding of my eardrums is intoxicating. You look into my eyes and everything feels okay. Your final words to me, I'm no one's hero. The voices are louder than ever. And this is the final poem that I wrote. This was a couple weeks ago. And this is called I Ran a Race. I ran a race, exceeding expectations, including that of my own. I ran a race. I stepped to the side to breathe and cry, putting my body through torture to run a race. I ran a race. I got back in and decided I wasn't going to lose. I ran a race. I overcame rocky mountains and got bit by a snake on a trail. I ran a race. I dislocated my shoulder and broke my wrist. I ran a race. A gash on my face from a civilian pushing me to the ground, a ground littered with broken beer bottles. I ran a race. Upon crossing the finish line, my weight fell onto my ankle, sending my body crashing into the earth. I ran a race. Everyone said they were proud of me while helping me stand up. I ran a race. You'll never recover, the doctor tells me. What did you do? He asks. I ran a race. Thank you.